Hypocrisy.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Law-Splaining the Interwebs. I'm your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. How are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm happy to have these sideburns going all fucking crazy today. Happy to be here after a tumultuous day. Although I am slightly late. I didn't even know what day it was. When I made this stream, I thought it was Monday. I guess just because it's the beginning, like the beginning of the Johnny Depp trial. So therefore I was like, oh, well, it must actually be, since it's the beginning of something, it must be Monday because things don't start on Tuesday. The only thing that starts on Tuesday is gay orgies and elections, which is basically the same thing. But no, things are supposed to start on Monday. So we had the opening of Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard today, opening arguments. We'll share some thoughts on that as we go on. It'll be an interesting 6 weeks. Oh, that's a long time. That is a long time. 6 weeks is quite the stretch. If I must say so myself. That's a hefty amount of trial. So it's going to be a long haul. It's going to be some long days, probably, especially when we get to some of the expert testimony. There's some chances for some interesting testimony from celebrities and celebrity adjacent people who are involved in this. So always a chance we'll see some interesting sparks, some eccentric personalities. You hope to see some good lawyering, and today wasn't terrible. Wasn't terrible at all. But it is still, it's lawyers always leave you wanting a little bit more than they give. Like you're like, God, I just wish it would have been a little bit tighter. There are many jokes I could go to from there, and I will not because I am a good boy. I am a good boy. Luxt D, I can only assume that you did not read my announcement tweet for this show. But to hit on what that announcement tweet was, there was a shooting in the Brooklyn subway today, not the store, right? I assume there's a shooting in a Brooklyn subway every day when you're talking about the sandwich shop. But this is the actual public transportation subway system of Brooklyn, New York. There was a shooting. Many people shot. I assume some fatalities. I haven't even looked at it. However, the shooter has a YouTube channel. Yep. It's got a YouTube channel with some YouTube and videos on them. And I've made a selection of one to watch. Guy's kind of a weirdo. Shoots up a bunch of people in a subway. I mean, probably a weirdo, right? But he has a YouTube channel. I've picked the video Black History Month Rant. I think that's one to go with. Now, it's important to note that I said shooter. This person is named as a person of interest in the shooting. Pretty sure he's a shooter. Pretty sure he's the shooter. But we've got his Black History Month rant. Most of his videos are just too long to review. They're 30 minutes, an hour long. That makes for a lot, and they're not These are not like well put together, strong, free flowing videos like Matt Harris would do. These are disjointed and rambly at times. So they don't make the best review material for all of them, but I picked one out. It's 14 minutes and 40 seconds. And it should have been 15 minutes and 28 seconds if he was truly red pilled, but he's not. So, but we do have it. I listened and previewed some of it, and there's some good stuff in there to talk about, I guess. But to see what the latest very sane and stable man with very sane and stable political opinions has to say about Black History Month. So that'll be good. The other thing, we got to talk about law and crime. We got to talk about them a little bit because every time they fuck up, I'm going to talk about them. And today they had a couple fuck ups because they're really, I mean, frankly, just giant piles of shit. That's what they are. Law and crime is a giant heap of shit. And what they're doing runs against notions of transparency, of journalism, of journalistic integrity, of free speech, of free press. What they're doing is trying to employ the government through an improper use of the copyright and DMCA system that is established to suppress the voice of independent journalists who might compete with them. And that needs to stop right now. Law and Crime struck 2 YouTubers today. Law and Crime doesn't own the feed. They don't own the feed. Court TV's cameras are in the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard courtroom. Law and Crime cameras are not. They don't own the feed. Their copyright claims today are a lie. Their copyright claims today are an abuse of the DMCA system, and their copyright claims are fraudulent claims under the Copyright Act. Law and Crime is violating the law for the purposes of suppressing their own competition. And I'll show you. We'll show it. I'll prove it to you tonight. They struck down Emily D. Baker, a fellow lawyer YouTuber who has a pretty sizable commentary channel and does very well for herself on YouTube. She's been on my show a couple times, joined me on some trial coverage, and I think she's pretty good stuff. You know, obviously we're not going to agree on every issue, like the purple hair issue. We're not going to find agreement on everything, but that doesn't matter. She makes for good conversation. She's razor smart, and I like her. She's a cool person. They went after her. They also went after Come Geek Some today. Come Geek Some, who is not a lawyer as far as I know, but he has been covering the the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard stuff for quite a while now. And Law and Crime struck his channel as well. So we're gonna talk about that, and I'll just show you. We'll just pull it up. We'll pull up what their video was. We'll pull up what the other video was, and we'll just see if they had any right to strike anybody. Spoiler alert, they fucking don't. They fucking don't. And anybody who's getting struck by them, I mean, who was it? Potentially Criminal got struck by them just the other day as well. They're on a tear. They're trying to protect what they don't own. But what they're really trying to protect is themselves from the exposure that their coverage hasn't has little to no has no added value and only has value insofar as it is moderately difficult for a normal person to get into a courtroom everywhere in the country. So we'll talk about that today. There's some more stuff out there. There are other things to talk about. We'll do we'll do an unbreaded. We do an unbreaded at night. And I don't know. I guess we'll see where else the night takes me. Yeah, okay, guys, do you have potentially criminal says I'd rather be seen as a drug dealer versus journalist. Look, an independent journalist, a citizen journalist, um, like it or not, once you start once you start chronicling a current event and adding commentary to it, what do you think you are now? You're you're the actual journalist. You're the journalist actual, not the journalist fake that we have running around in media circles these days. This is the actual thing. This is what it's supposed to be. Tell me the news. Tell me what the news is, please. I need your help. You say, I'm a journalist and I'm here to help. Oh man, I just realized my mic is probably low. This should pick it up a little bit. Little bit. But yeah, there's other stuff to cover too. There's a lot going on. There are bills being proposed and passed, rules being proposed and passed. And that's what there are. So we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Oh, and maybe some liquor at some point. A little bit of alcohol. Should we do that? Oh, here's what I was saying. I'm gonna start with the super chats that have come in and stuff like that in just a second. But I have a super chat related question. So I noticed right now, Pipkin Pippa is streaming, playing Metal Gear, and I was getting ready for the show, and I turn on my thing, and there's a Pipkin stream, and I'm like, oh, cool. I'll take this opportunity to waddle on over to the little bunny rabbit stream and drop a little super chat and say, hey, Pipkin, what's up? And my chat was going to say this: Pippa, looking forward to interviewing you about, oh, can I think I can prove this. Let me see. Yeah, here's what I've gotten. Let me see how to. I think I got to take a screenshot of this. I go over to drop. It doesn't show me the super chat, but I'm going to show you what I got back. Let me hold on. We got to do a very minor redaction here. This is good. Okay. Okay. All right. So I go to Pippa's channel to drop a super chat, and I wanted to say, looking forward to interviewing you on important questions like Fuda and hentai. That's what I was looking to. That's what I super chatted, and I dropped $50, $50 just to let her know, because I've reached. I'm trying to get back in touch with her. I sent the message back to her management saying, hey, just following up on this. So I dropped $50. to say this. And it doesn't ever go through. And then I get this email from Google a little bit later, and it says canceled super chat. Your purchase from Google on Google Play has been canceled. Any charges made will be refunded. But I didn't cancel it. I don't even know how. Have you? My question, the reason I bring this up was, have you guys ever gotten this? Because this has happened to me 3 times now. It's happened to me on Medicare's stream. It's happened to me on Heel versus Babyface. And it's now happened to me for Pipkin. And the problem with it is when you do this, when you send the super chat, it won't tell you it cancels. It just won't ever display in the chat. And then you get the email like 10 minutes later, but you can't super chat again. So you can't just resend it. It won't send one. So it's ridiculous. It says hentai is censored. Yeah, normally though, when they censor stuff, they don't uh it just doesn't let the chat go through. It just stops it and it says error or whatever, and you get to try again. But when this happens, you can't even try again. I couldn't send a follow-up super chat. It wouldn't take my money, even when I edited it. Because I thought hentai might be the problem, and so I changed it around a little bit. Didn't work. Anyway, just stupid. So I'm trying to do 2 things here. I'm trying to point out there's some dumb things in the system. And the other thing I'm trying to do is let people know ahead of time before they bother me about it. Yes, trying to line up the Pippa interview. Trying to line it up. And it's not in my court right now, and it's not in her court right now. It's in the management's court. And they've got, they said the other day, I'll set up the chat with you, me, and Pippa. And I said, okay, cool. Nothing after that. So then yesterday, I followed up and I said, hey, just following up on this. And I've gotten no response since. And that was yesterday afternoon. So, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on it. Would love to set that interview up. I think it'll be a fun time. But for everybody who wonders, no, I'm not the one this time doing it, and neither is Pippa. There's a third party that's annoying. Okay. And finally, did you guys see that Elden Ring has been beaten in 7 minutes now? Under 7 minute speed run, 6 minutes 59 seconds. That makes me a sad boy. Okay, let me pull up this super chats. All right, we're already yellow for monetization. Very cool. Very cool. Come on. Pick up the pace here. All right, and we are also 71 subscribers away from 350,000, which is really, really fucking cool in my book. I don't know. I'm in a good mood. I'm having a good day. We'll find some rage-inducing stuff in a little bit. But for now, I feel good. Trying to get hydrated. Oh, I'm brainstorming. I'm brainstorming what's going my second channel, because I'm like, I want to do something, so I'm gonna put a poll up. I'm going to put a poll up with 4 channel names that I've been thinking of. And let's see. Well, no, three channel. 3 channel names. See what I don't know. These are not set in stone, but 3 channel names. And oh wait, no, 4 is good. Here we go. And all of these end with Ricada with Ricada Law or whatever, something like that. But just give me your opinion on which one of these I should name the second channel. I'm not going to name it Ricada Law Clips. No, that's not any good. But we'll see. Those are the 4 channel names I've been contemplating, and yeah, we'll see what to do. We'll see what to do with them. Okay. All right. So super chats. Yes, super chats. Dragon's Treasure says, "What's the difference between a chickpea and a lentil? I've never had a lentil on my face." Ricada Raw is pretty good. That one's okay. Ricada Raw is actually pretty good. So, but we'll see. Someone says those all imply teen porn. I don't know what you're talking about. Why? Why would you say something like that? What do you think? What do you mean? What are you trying to say? Random 11 says my family dog Jack, 15-year-old Shih Tzu mix, died last night. Please join me with a drink to his memory. Oh. I suppose we can get started right away. We'll do that. How's this poll even going? Only half of you, not even half of you have voted. We need to get these votes in. we need to get these votes in. Click on what you want. What is your choice? Okay. All right. Random 11, his family dog Jack. Jack just passed away 15 years. Jack was around. To Jack, a furry companion, a friend, a family member in his own way. We always miss them when they go, but we love them while they were here, and we love the time we had with them. To Jack, peace. Kevin Flash 2 says, "What's gayer, San Francisco Choir or Lofty Pixels?" That is really tough. Because Lofty's, he's up there. He's up there. Shut up, I can cook, says Nicholas. I think we need the feds in New York City subway. Just shoot up and etc. Your thoughts? So we need feds in New York City because of the shooting that happened in the state. Now, the guy I think was from out of state. Seemed to travel around a lot from what I can figure. But I don't know that I don't know if this would be a federal case at all. Looks like it would be probably just state. But who knows? Siren Jag says it's Tuesday. I'm here for the gay orgy you're hosting tonight. Let me call up Elijah. We'll get one set up. James Carg says, here's hoping this is finally the beginning of the end of this ordeal. Johnny's been put through enough, and Heard needs at least 2 years on a psych couch to explain her gold digger mentality origins. Love your work as always. Oh, and this is important, guys. On the topic, I now have a quest, a vision quest, a spirit quest, if you will. We've got to start beating Law and Crime's trial coverage of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. Today they far outperformed this channel. They were the number one YouTube show covering Johnny Depp and Amber Heard by a good margin. We gotta outdo this. So I don't know what we got to do. I don't know how I got to turn the grift into overdrive to get it done. There's a reality that's a big hurdle in the way. If you go into YouTube and type in Depp versus Heard trial live, or Depp v. Heard trial, or Johnny Depp trial live, any of those things, the first search results on everything would have been Law and Crime. They're the top search result. Which is bullshit. And to find me, despite me being, I did not have as many viewers as Law and Crime did today, but I had more viewers than anybody else did today. But my stream was 9 or 10 down the list when I checked in incognito mode. So we're gonna find a way. By the end of this trial, by the middle of this trial, I hope, but by the end of this trial, I want to be beating Law and Crime on every broadcast. So I'm going to find a way to hit advertising mode. I'm going to call them out. I'm going to call them pieces of shit and cucks everywhere I can, because that's what they are. And that's how it's going to go. We're going to just kill them with numbers. So I guess maybe we should ask, maybe we should do this. It's always fun to live tweet, right? Let's see. Let's do this. We'll do a little tweet. We'll do a little live tweet here. Wait. Here's how you prepare for a live tweet. You got to do this number. Dan Abrams. Why are you allowing your company at Law Crime Network to abuse the Copyright Act with false copyright claims against YouTubers like Emily Baker and at Come Geek Someone? You know that Court TV cameras are in the Depp courtroom, not Law and Crime. You are cowards. Tweet. Let's just go ahead and do this. Let's get into this topic a little bit, because it's pissing me off. I'm a little bit fucking mad about it. We allowed to be mad about stuff anymore? Where is it? I'll pull up the proof here. So Fairfax County, which is where this is taking place, has they actually have an informational page. Here we go. Here's the, do I have the, where's my window? There we go. Okay, pool cameras, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard civil trial. The John C. Depp versus Amber Heard civil trial will start at 10 a.m. each day and run Monday through Thursday. A pool camera system will be used in this case, including still photos and video. Video and audio. Court TV. Court TV is the pool coordinator. Media accessing the pool feed from the media staging area at West Street and Page Avenue must submit the media acknowledgement form below. Switched feed will be available at the media staging area at no cost. The format is 1080i with embedded audio over SDI on BNC connectors. Media will need to bring BNC cables to plug into the multi-box provided by Court TV. Media will be responsible for their own recording and streaming devices, cables, and power source. Media organizations can access the feed remotely as well through Live View. Contact these guys. Live View. B-roll is provided by Court TV as part of their pool coverage. Court TV will capture the arrival and departure of both parties every day. Videos can be downloaded here. The videos can also be accessed at the media staging area or via Live View as part of pool coverage. And then if we go here, we can read the media order from this courtroom media. Not super interesting. We've got general provisions. This is boring. Here, nothing here. Courtroom seating, rules governing all spectators, cellular telephones, laptop computers, media. Definitions for purposes of this order. Media is defined as traditional print and broadcast communication channels such as radio, television, newspaper, and magazines through which news and information is disseminated that reach or influence people widely for newsworthy entertainment or other purposes. All right. Motion picture entities, including documentary and independent filmmakers, and the next generation of digital, computerized, or networked information and communication technologies not directly associated with traditional print and or broadcast media entities, and defined as an online entity, which was a previously established independent site that contains regularly updated original news content above and beyond links, forums, troubleshooting tips, and reader contributions. Said content is thoroughly reviewed by an independent editor before publication, has readership or viewership of more than 1,000 per month, and has previously covered the judicial branch for the 6 months immediately prior to requesting to cover proceedings in the circuit. Fan sites, weblogs, or blogs, and portable websites do not qualify as media. I don't know what a portable website is. Does anybody actually know what the fuck a portable website is? This is why judges should not be allowed to talk about the internet. What the fuck is a portable website? Well, it's a website you can take in your pocket. You put it and you take it on the go. Perfect. It's a portable website. You pull it up wherever you are. It's great. All media representatives must read this order. Literally all of them. All media representatives. Not requesting access, by the way. This order binds every media representative that exists. A pool camera system will be utilized, and all media requesting access must coordinate with the designated pool camera representative and must sign the media credential order. All media representatives should always display proper media credentials and or identification supplied to them by their employer, exhibit proper courtroom decorum, and dress professionally. Eating, drinking, or chewing gum in the courtroom is prohibited. Media representatives may not record audio of sidebar bench conferences. No in-court recording or broadcast while court is in recess, except as may be necessary for members of the media to set up or troubleshoot equipment, blah, 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 blah. That's it. You can interview jurors after the trial is over and they're released from their obligations. That's the whole media order. That's it. So, long crime. Long crime. Where do you have the right? Where do you own this content? Where did you create the thing? Where did you even create the image? Because that image is created by someone else and you've just got a cable plugged into a junction box. I'll invite the lawyer you don't want. Yeah. I saw he was streaming today. I don't know if he's going to stream the whole, I don't know if he's going to stream the whole thing, but if he'd want to come on my channel, he'd be welcome for sure. I'll see if I feel like I might have an email from him somewhere. So I'll reach out if I can find it. Let's do this though. Let's take a peek. Just going to go to a random spot here. And then let's duplicate this to hold on. We need the full coverage from Not Law and Crime. I wonder how much they fucking paid YouTube for this, by the way. Let's see. Okay, I gotta go. Gotta make sure that the times are a little bit desynced from where everything is, and we'll get it to the right spot. Here we go. Share my screen here. Let's take a peek at this. So, Law and Crime is here on the left. Washington Post is here on the right. I'm going to turn the volumes off because they don't matter. What the fuck? Okay, so tell me what about these two things is different. This is Law and Crime and Washington Post. What about these is different? What is Law and Crime doing to own this content? How has Law and Crime created ownership of this? How are they claiming to have a unique copyright interest in this footage? Because Washington Post isn't taking it from Law and Crime. Carl Jobst in the chat. What's up, buddy? He says Law and Crime has a watermark on it. A watermark. By the way, the delay between them is just me not syncing up the audio or the video just right, because they started their live streams at slightly different times. So you can't go to the exact same timestamp. But there's nothing. They're not using independent cameras. They don't have some ownership. They know this. They're fucking liars. They know it. And don't get me wrong. Obviously, I'm not saying that they can't broadcast. I'm saying they can't do the copyright claims. The copyright claim that they're filing is unlawful. It is a violation of the Copyright Act. If we can sync them up. I got this one just a hair ahead. Like there's nothing different at all. It's entirely there's a media pool coordinator, it's Court TV. There's one camera, and that's what's going on. This is bullshit. And they deserve all of the bad fucking things that can happen to Law and Crime for this, for what they're doing. They are trying. Here, we don't need this anymore. They are trying to suppress journalism. They are trying to suppress the spread of information, the transparency of the courts, and they're doing it for money. They're using the DMCA, the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, to file copyright claims that they know are bogus in order to try and steal numbers, to steal viewership, to steal money that could go to any other streamer or broadcaster that's out there. They want to have exclusive control over the eyes that are watching this thing. That's what they want. Their mission is antithetical to journalism, honest reporting. Their mission is antithetical to the notions of free speech in a transparent court. Their notions, their actions are illegal. They are unlawful actors, and they know it. They have a staff attorney, and he knows what they're doing is illegal. He has to. When they did it to me, let's be clear on this. When they did this to me, they had a better claim than what they're doing today. When they did it to me, their claim was still bad, but it was better than what they've got today. They do not have copyright interest in this. They do not have a protectable copyright interest in this. They haven't created anything. Their product is indistinguishable from the next one because it isn't their product. And this shit has to stop. This is a violation of YouTube's terms of service. Their abuse of the copyright system is a violation of YouTube's terms of service. But they have a multi-channel network manager. The Abrams Media Group has their own multi-channel network on YouTube. They have their own rep, and their rep gets to bitch in the back office to about other people. Not sure how I know that one, but that's what gets to happen. What they are doing is a violation of the law. It is perjury. And I know what everybody says. Sue them, sue them, sue them, sue them. You can't. Unfortunately, you can't. It's $100,000 to bring a lawsuit like that. There's no, not even a likelihood of recovery. And their excuse can be, we're retarded. We didn't know. We thought we had it. We thought it was ours, but we're just too fucking stupid. That can actually be their excuse. It's a valid excuse as far as the court is concerned. So the other problem with suing them is what's the damage? I mean, I've said they didn't do anything to me today. Ultimately, they didn't cause me any damages before. Right? My, I mean, maybe $1 or $2 of revenue, maybe. But their threat to follow up with filing content ID claims on my videos, they haven't done that. They've never done it. They know they can't. they know they'll lose on that one because it's the same argument as before. They haven't done it. So I have no case. I have no standing to sue them. I don't know if Emily Baker is going to be knocked down for 7 days. If she is, she could possibly sue them. Come geek some. I don't know if he could prove out damages, but even if you think about it this way, let's say they knock someone out for a week, right? Let's say they knock someone out for a week and that person loses $5,000 or something. I mean, $100,000 lawsuit to recover $5,000 and you might not. That's a tall order. So it's ridiculous. The copyright system as it stands is set up to be abused. And companies like YouTube are supposed to be the buffer to that abuse. They're supposed to implement policies in a smart enough way that they can buffer it, but they don't. The way that YouTube implements the policies on copyright strikes that happen during a live stream that then prevent you from streaming for 7 days, that's punitive towards the streamer, the content creator, even if they're in the right, ultimately. But there's no recovery for it. So, how do we recover from it? How do we recover for it? What do we do for it? The only thing we can do, talk about it. Talk about it loudly. Tell people about it. People did not like what they did to me. People did not like what Law and Crime did. I know they suffered losses of paying subscribers on their own website from it. I know people sent them emails. I know people complained to them because they copied me on them. And I have to assume that there were probably more that didn't get copied to me. But that all happened. It needs to keep happening. And again, for my part, what I will try and do is I'll just make the best fucking show possible. And hopefully people will get the message to come over and watch my show. Now you can't say it in Law and Crimes chat. Very banned over there. They don't like me at all. Personally dislike me. And I've been nothing but nice to these fucking cowards. Nothing but nice to them. And they show me such disrespect. So can't be done in their chat. It can't. But I'll be talking about it. I'll be talking about it regularly. And I think I hope the other law tubers will too. That's what I hope. But they're being propped up and supported by YouTube. They've got verified status on the algorithm. They've got it. And so they're a quote unquote trusted source. So they will get top billing. I am not a trusted source. Neither is anyone on LawTube. We are not trusted sources. So we will always be pushed down. We have to outperform them organically, naturally, and just by putting on a better product, because we don't get that algorithm boost. We don't get that helpful hand of YouTube pushing us along. We don't get that. We have to do it against the fucking tide. So there you go. I'll be probably making a video about this, I guess, an independent video, a standalone video. I don't actually want to upload those to my channel because I want to get the second channel going, but I think this one's important enough to do it. So we'll have to hit that and make sure that's what I can do to spread the news. What you guys can do, if any of you care or want to. Yeah, I mean, I know you're probably just like, stop bitching at the sky, old man. Go back inside. You need to go to the bathroom or whatever. But if you want to know what you can do, it's honestly share on social media the streams of people like me, of Legal Bites, whoever you like that's covering it. Share those things. And if any of us make videos specifically calling out what Law and Crime is doing, share those as well. That's the biggest thing you can do. Off of YouTube sharing of videos, that organic thing that happens outside of the scope of YouTube is huge. It is tremendous. Those when people start linking in to videos from off of the site and from like other people's promotions of it, that tells YouTube that people are looking for a thing from a person. And that is the boost that helps tremendously. That's what happened with Rittenhouse. That's why this was the place for Rittenhouse, is because we had a viral moment on Twitter, and that drove people from off site to this channel to find Rittenhouse. And so that's the stuff that's got to happen again. But that, again, only if you're interested in that. If you're not, don't do anything. Don't do anything. Let's see. There's supposed to be a good picture on here somewhere. Oh yes, yes. I saw. Oh wait, no. This is a new one. This is a new one. Here we go. Look at this. This is a masterpiece. This is beautiful. There we go. Woo! That's amazing. That's amazing. Maybe I'll incorporate this into my law and crime video that I'll do. Put it add that into the old thumbnail. Fuck them. Fuck them heartily. Pieces of shit. Absolute garbage. God, I look, I love businesses. Like I'm fine with them. I don't, I want businesses to succeed. Because businesses are people getting together to make money, and that's great. But when they go to trample another business, not by just being better, but by being fucking lame, that's when it's like I'm not cool with that. I can't be okay with that. And it's got to stop. Okay. Here we go. IFID says they struck another channel I follow called Nerdette's Newsstand. Flaw and crime need to be treated like a map and put on a wall. Cartographers of the world unite. Well, I would hate to see what an investigation into law and crime would turn up. That would be very unfortunate. Kyra says, when will we get to watch Don't Be a Menace? I don't know. I don't know when Drex is coming out. Meth Bear says, you want to talk about crimes? Jan Williams is stealing positivity from Phil's meaningful, robust streams. Buggy copyright mechanics, dude. Birthday week positivity went to Bill's, and he has no money now. Look, a lot of you guys were great during my birthday. Thank you. I really like it, but I've got bills. You can pay my telephone bills. You can pay my automobiles. And but I don't think you do. There you go. Poor DSP. Congiant says, yo, Ricada, I engrave and carve hammers and axes for a living, usually in a Viking style. Your late night streams keep me entertained while I do so, and I thought maybe I could make one for you as a thanks. Got a P.O. box? Oh, yeah. I do. Congiant, it's actually in the description of this YouTube video. At the bottom, it's P.O. Box 97 in Spicer, Minnesota. If you need that, it's right down at the bottom of the description. So thank you. I would lovingly appreciate that. That's cool as shit, man. Bad Vibe says, why not rarely legal? That's a good one. A good one as well. That would be very helpful or very possible. Kyra says, I already super chatted $20. Super chatting another $20 on behalf of anyone cool in chat. Ricada Raw, it has to be it. Ricada Raw is really good. Really good. I'll do all of them in an Asian accent. Right? Like I think that's how you have to do that. Would that be okay? Like in a very stereotypical one. I reckon to talk to you. That would be good. Charles Vance says, please give Jack Sparrow, aka Johnny Depp, a toast tonight. He looked a bit down today and needs some lawyerly cheer. Sure. Goddamn Mongolians. Stop it. Oh, hey, I have a very important pants update. After the stream, I was able to jet into the tailor to get my pants hemmed. I remember I had the story from yesterday where I forgot my wallet, and they only, so I found out they take credit cards, but not for alterations. Alterations are all cash or check, which tells me they might be trying to avoid taxes. So I won't name the business, but so I don't want them to get audited or whatever. But so today I was like, okay, I grabbed my wallet. There's an ATM like right in the same parking lot. Grab the pants, drive in to get my pants done. And I'm like, hey, I got my wallet today. How much is it? And it's like $10, $10.70 or something to get my pants hemmed. So I'm like, okay, let me go grab that. So I go to the ATM, grab the money, go back. And I'm like, here, here you go. I guess I'll come pick these up some point. Like I just need them done by not Saturday, but the next Saturday. And he says, oh, you're gonna be around town for 30 minutes? I close at 6, but just come back in. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So he hemmed my pants in 30 minutes. So I gave him $20 instead of 10. How do you ask for service like that? Like 30 minutes, boom, done. I was like, man, I got other suits. I'll bring them in. Let's get it done. You're my hero now. I don't need those as fast. But yeah, that was nice. Tall, skinny. Oh, wait. I don't know why I got off topic there. Charles Vance, please give a toast to Jack Sparrow, aka Johnny Depp. This is a toast to Captain Jack Sparrow, the greatest pirate who lived on the 7 seas. He is the slapper of herds. He is the jester of Tortuga. May he get through this court case with the greatest of ease. Cheers, buddy. All right. Tall, skinny geek. Tall, skinny geek says, do a BDZ, I think DBZ style fusion with Branca to exceed their power level. Oh, man. Branca hates, well, I get the impression that he hates anything that doesn't involve someone shooting the shit out of another person. Blam, 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 blam. He's like, but it's like, oh, yeah, shitting in bed, celebrities, chopping off fingers. Oh, that's all boring stuff. Vincent Teague says, can I get a toast to my late son? He was barely able to take a few breaths before he passed. This is a day after Christmas. I just want to thank you for perking me up in these past few months. Yeah, man. Dude, you're going to give me an emotion. I don't want those. I don't want to have an emotion. Vincent, to your son. In this world for mere moments, but in the hearts of you and his mother forever. It's a life lived a lot longer than what came out, right? What comes out is a child who struggles for a few minutes before passing back away. But that's not what was growing inside your wife or the mom. I don't want to presume. That's not what was growing inside the mom. That's not what you were waiting for. What you were waiting for and what you got, and this is the important part, was a full life. It was just truncated. No one can ever take that from you. May you rest in peace. And may you have a future with more children and a strong memory of this one. I hate those stories. Alex Sargent says they require BNC gear, guaranteed garbage quality at best 480p. Imagine using 1992 and 2022. That's pathetic and explains the terrible audio and video quality if they're relying on such an old standard. I know nothing about it, so I don't know what BNC even is. Vincent, man. Oh. Blaine 20 says, is a class action possible given that at least 5 channels have been struck? It depends on the class. I think federal classes require more than 5 people. I think you're talking 20, 40, maybe even 50 plus people being certified in a federal class. I'm not sure that there is actually a class action copyright claim. Like, I don't know that that exists because copyright claims, and particularly fair use claims are based on individual factors. I mean, this would be a little bit different because this would be not fair use. This would just be straight up false things, but they're not striking for the same video on all of them. Just the 2 today are. You know, the other situations, my situation is very different because it was Law and Crimes cameras. So they at least can say we're recording this to a medium, therefore it's us. And the question is then how much protection are they afforded? In this case, they're not recording the thing to a medium. They're not doing that. That's getting done and they're just grabbing it from that medium, their own channel. Colleen, all my friends, F is so the F's in chat is a meme going back to a video game. Either Call of Duty or Medal of Honor or whatever. I don't remember. Not Medal of Honor. Call of Duty or whatever. One of the war games back in the day. And there was a cutscene at the beginning where you're attending the funeral of a fallen comrade. And you'd have to go up to the casket and you'd press F on your keyboard to pay respects. It was the action key. And that was the action thing to do, was to go up to the casket during the cutscene. You press F to pay your respects to your fallen comrade. So now that is translated to people paying respects to a lost loved one or whatever, typically in a chat. So hopefully that helps you understand that meme a little bit, what people mean by it. Dude Duck Sauce is 20 minutes behind trying to catch up. 4 drinks in with Yellow Spot. Cheers, brother. Whew, Yellow Spot's good. I got to get another bottle of that soon. Cornelius, I'm trying to get a Boss Hog 8. I have a Boss Hog 7 that I haven't opened. Boss Hog 8s are out. And my liquor store guy, who I have bought 4, I think, Boss Hogs from him individually, just me. So I know he sold a couple more. He sells more Boss Hogs than anybody else in this area by a mile, and he can't get a hold of one. He's trying right now, but he has been unable to. He said if he did, he'd hold one for me on the desk. So I got to go check in with him. But I don't know why that came up. Liquor sourcing right now is really tough. Cornelius Buttknuckle says your issue with not being able to re-super chat might be from your bank. Nope. Like an anti-fraud security measure, I super chat tons of people, all the, with significant amounts of times and significant amounts. Like I dropped 100 for Tug earlier today. I think I did $100 super chat to Jim the other day. Like it's pretty regular, but like an anti-fraud security measure, after the live stream, you should probably get a hold of your card carrier bank to make sure it's not locked. No, it's not locked. Google charged it and refunded it. They've done this exact same thing before, and it's not locked when it happens. But thank you for the suggestion that would, had I not been through this already multiple times with YouTube, that would be a reasonable suggestion for sure. Tina says you could name your second channel Legal Beagle. You just got to make sure you keep Fauci away if you do that. Crusaders Gaming says that's why he's great. Let's see. Scott Bain says a toast to your toasts. You have a rare talent, sir. R.I.P. to Vincent. Thank you. Thank you. And my condolences to Vincent. I mean, man, that's rough. Debbie O says, I know lawyers don't like to do this to each other, but what about 4,400 letters to the state bar complaining about this guy and his actions? Oh, what, Dan Abrams? Dan Abrams or because Dan Abrams is an attorney, or the attorney for the Law Crime Network that I can't remember his name. I have it in my email. But Death Wish, Jim has not messaged me yet. No, he might not have seen it. So I'll find something to retweet of his because that usually gets his attention. And when I do that, that should help. Let's see. Okay. I was checking to see if he had happened to send me a message. He has not. Just making sure I'm not inaccurate. But yeah, I'll retweet something from Jim. But someone sent me a Twitter message just a few minutes ago and says, why don't you stream the trial with Legal Bites? And there are a couple reasons. But the main reason is a bunch of people in my audience have specifically asked me to stream it here. So that's the biggest reason, is that I know there are a bunch of people in my audience who want to see the trial covered in my style. With that said, what behind the scenes, I've not been like pushing to get a bunch of guests on my show. Legal Bites invites people. We're all in a group chat, right? She has invited people, and I have encouraged them to please go on Legal Bites' show. And if they have any time and they want to pop over here, they certainly are welcome to do so. But I'm not trying to step on her toes or anything, but a whole lot of people wanted me to cover this trial. Plus, this kind of goes in the theme along with the Vic trial of what I consider to be what appears to be a false allegation intended to destroy a person using the Me Too thing. And so that's kind of in the wheelhouse here. But it's an awkward thing to navigate. But you know what? This is what we do. There are plenty of eyes for everybody. And I think Legal Bites will be covering this trial in a way that I can't do it. I can't do what she's going to do. And so, people need to go ahead and check it out and see if that's their place or if they should be here. And that's fine by me. I'm going to cover the trial because I also want to watch it. And if I'm just a guest on someone else's stream, I'd probably sleep in. I wouldn't have as good of an excuse to not do other stuff. I might not be able to make it on time at sometimes and miss some days. With me doing it, I'm going to do it. So that's that. Plus, I get to tell jokes over here that I can't tell anywhere else. Okay. Okay, we've covered law and crime. Speaking of Johnny Depp, let me give a couple thoughts on the opening today. This is going to be kind of short, and then we'll take a review of this Brooklyn Shooter's YouTube channel, watch one of his videos, and after that, we'll do Unbreaded. Oh yeah, Gilbert Gottfried has died. I wanted to do a Gilbert impression. I used to do a mean one years and years ago because I would do it all the time. And now it doesn't sound right and I don't like it. But just RIP to that guy. He's great. Him telling the aristocrats joke is fantastic. His reading 50 Shades of Grey, phenomenal. He was just he's a good comic, funny guy, great actor. Lots of us grew up with him as Iago, right? The fucking bird from Aladdin. and he's it's always sad to see a good one go, right? Peak the 30 series clout in the back. Yeah. So I have a 3090 Ti. It's still in the box. I want to install it, but I don't want it. I don't want to like fuck up drivers right before a stream. And I've not had a good amount of time to get everything set up. It's such a nightmare. Like just if anything goes wrong with streaming, you're out for the count. And so I haven't done it. I really want to plug it in and get it running. I have two other upgrades to do to my computer that I've been waiting on for way too long, and do it this weekend. Well, now that I found out that Depp isn't going to happen on Friday, I have an extra day now, so that's going to be good. That'll be good. Friday seems like the time. And I want to stream the upgrade, right? So people can make fun of me while I swap out parts of my computer. Like that's the other fun part of it. Okay. We have a very important super chat from Johnny Depp. Definitely the actual Johnny Depp says, told Heard I wasn't into rectal stuff. I mean, do you regret it though? Do you regret it now? Because like you could have degraded her a little bit, like right? Like as like preemptive just desserts on that one. I'm just saying. Vincent Teague. Oh, he's got another super chat. You bastard. He says, Nick in chat, thank you for all the kind thoughts and prayers. As memey as it is, it truly helps at times. To help other families like mine look up compassionate friends, they truly helped. Thank you, Vincent. I almost had another emotion today. Since Vincent is here, I almost had another emotion today, and I'll tell you about it. I was watching my favorite TV show. It's called Love on the Spectrum. And it is Australian autistic young adults trying to date. And it should absolutely be illegal. It should be banned as hard as the like gore-filled rape pornography should be less illegal than Love on the Spectrum. This show, it's the best TV you could possibly watch. And you just like you will go to hell. But it's hilarious, but it's also like the most endearing show ever. Because these people, these guys, these young women and men they have an inability to be something other than authentic, right? Like they're just there and who they are, and it's great. And there's this moment, one of the guys, Lady Rackets, looks at me and she goes, it's you if you're Australian and autistic. And I said, Australians are autistic, so it's just me if I was Australian. And she's like, yeah, okay, whatever, but that looks like you. And I'm like, it kind of does. A little bit younger me, right? You got to remember I'm older now and I'm a little bit heavier, but I used to be even thinner than I am, and my face is thinner and stuff like that. And the guy has similar features. Found out, I think he has Polish blood in him, which makes sense, but that might have been a different guy. It doesn't matter. Anyway, there is this moment on the episode we were watching today, and the dad of this guy, the cameraman's interviewing, or they're interviewing the dad, and the dad says, or no, they say, well, how is he? How does he deal with the autism or whatever? And he says, well, there are times when he's really struggling, he says he wishes he was normal. And then they said, how does that feel? Does that hurt? And he says, yeah, it does. and he starts like choking up. And I'm like, you motherfucker, you old you're in a fake country. You're an old bald man and you've got an autistic kid and you cannot do this to me. You cannot have an emotion on screen. God damn it. No, no. I wanted to roll up the world's biggest newspaper and beat him from across the continent because I'm sitting there like, no, dads are not allowed to do that. They can't. Because if the mom was crying, nobody cares, right? Because moms cry all the time. They cry about it. Moms cry when they're out of cheese in the fridge. It's embarrassing. Dads aren't allowed to choke up. And I'm like, stop it. You're supposed to be the father of a funny circus sideshow on this. You're not supposed to be real. Oh. I can't recommend that show enough. It's on Netflix or whatever. So if you're stealing someone's Netflix subscription like I am, just go ahead and click up Love on the Spectrum. You will not be disappointed. It is the funniest fucking show on the planet. And again, like you have to understand, you will go to hell. You will die. But you fall in love with every single one of these beautiful little autisms. And unironically, like they're all so great and interesting. It's the best show. It's the best show on TV. All right. What's next? Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. There we go. Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. So thoughts on the opening statements. Opening statements were delivered by both counsel for Johnny Depp and for Amber Heard today. There were two cases. There's actually Johnny Depp's case and Amber Heard's counter case. Johnny Depp is suing Amber Heard for $50 million. And Amber Heard is suing Johnny Depp for $100 million because, quote, he sued me for 50, so I should sue for double. That's the reason. That's her basis for the $100 million. The opening statements for each party were fine. They were fine. Johnny Depp, the lead male attorney, opened up with an introductory statement. It took about 25 minutes, probably 25 minutes. It was good. It was to the point. It was effective. It was fine. Then he tagged in a female attorney, a pretty female attorney. And this, I think, is an important and strategic choice to deliver the next part. Legal Bites said, and I agree with her, that it was a smart strategic move to make the female attorney starting opening statements be more of the quote unquote attack dog, is how she labeled it. Her job was to go after Amber Heard in the opening statements, to talk about Amber Heard's lies. She brings up the article. She brings up the facts about that Amber Heard is lying about Johnny Depp. She starts talking about the abuse that she inflicted upon him. This all comes from the female attorney, and it was well done-ish. The substance of it was good. The form of it gave me a little bit of pause because you have this very pretty attorney getting up to deliver a speech that's about 30 minutes long. She's not in front of a podium, so she's not gripping a podium or anything like that, but she's holding in her hands the piece of paper and reading from it to the jury. And I was like, no, it's a 30-minute speech. Get your ass in front of a mirror, a wall, whatever, and say that fucking speech over and over and over. You rehearse that shit until you got it, and you put the paper down. Do not hold that paper in your hands. The paper's blocking off a good chunk of who she is. Like the jury's looking, they're seeing a piece of paper. When you read something, you have an unnatural cadence, an unnatural flow. It does not work well. Some people are very practiced readers, right? A lot of newscasters and stuff like that. They're reading teleprompters. The teleprompters are in the camera lens, so they're looking directly. There's like a curved screen, and the camera lens shoots through, but the words come, or not curved, an angled screen, and the words display on that screen, and they read them. And so what they do here on News 4 television is talk about the latest in breaking news. In fact, today we had a shooting in Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn, New York subway, where at least 14 were killed and several others were injured. This also included a smoke bomb attack. And they'll sit there and read, and you can't tell because they're really, really good. But part of the cadence that they're using is because they are putting together those sentences a sentence at a time. And then things are scrolling up. That cadence helps them with that sight read that they're doing. Most people aren't good at that. They cannot do it. I'm okay at reading on the fly. I'm okay. But they're newscasters get really, really good at it. Lawyers aren't. Why would they do that? They're not reading teleprompters. They don't need to do that. So she should have rehearsed that speech and nailed it. That's what she should have done. But the substance of it was good. And it calls out one of the problems that Johnny Depp's firm has. His representation is that they have to make these 3 statements. It's really 2 statements, probably, because she allegedly didn't write the 3rd statement. But so let's say it's these 2 statements. They have to make the jury understand that those 2 statements are built on the backs of 1,000 other statements that Amber Heard has made. That those 2 statements are informed and created and molded by lies she has been telling about Johnny Depp for years up to that point. That's what they have to do. That is a tough sell for defamation because at first, let's be honest, the 2 statements at issue here probably can't sustain a defamation case without a whole lot of explanation and context. Now, thank God they have a bunch of context and they can prove it. They can prove what she meant by these things. They can see how she tried to weasel her way around it. They have the conversations that are out there. They have the things that point to this being directly about Johnny Depp and all of that stuff. But they still have to tell a jury that all of that is baked into those statements. And if the jury disagrees, you lose. You just lose. So, pretty tough. Pretty tough case for the plaintiff, but they made a good showing. And it's important also to remember that all these things I'm saying about like how hard it is for these statements or whatever, Johnny Depp got to trial. He got past the initial shit to try and shoot this down, to try and make the arguments that I just made and say that this shouldn't be a trial. They had that hearing. Are we still good? Yeah. I had an internet hiccup. I had an internet hiccup there, so. But all around the substance was good. They have a hurdle. Okay, then we get to Amber Heard's lawyers. And the first lawyer for Amber Heard was very, very good. He's slick. He's on the money. Sort of. I should say he's sort of very good. His presentation was very likable. It was solid. But he made some mistakes. In it, he talks about how this is a simple case about these statements, and it's about free speech. And then he goes into all of the other stuff that this is about. And it's like, bro, you just said this is a simple case about freedom of speech, and you're making it about a lot more than freedom of speech. That's the problem. And that's the problem that they had, is they're getting wrapped up in the weeds. They're getting wrapped up in these little things and trying to flood with detail. And this is where, when he does the handoff to the other attorney, this is where the opening argument for Amber Heard goes straight into the fucking garbage can. This lady rambles on for, I think, an hour and 10 minutes, like a wine mom at a shoe store that gives you champagne, like glasses of champagne and chocolate covered strawberries, right? I don't know if you've ever been to it. We were in the Houston Galleria one time, walking around. Dirt fucking poor. Lady Rackets and I, is very early in our marriage. We're walking around the Houston Galleria, and we saunter over to a store, and they had two women at the front, and the one had a tray of champagne glasses, and the other one had a tray of chocolate covered strawberries. And we walk up, and they're like, "Would you like strawberries and champagne?" It's like, yes. Yep. So we take champagne, we're chugging champagne and eating these strawberries. We go and say, we couldn't afford a single damn thing in this fucking store, right? These are like $2,000 shoes from some dumb designer. I don't even remember what it was. We are just sitting there just pounding champagne glasses. It was magic. It was magic. Anyway, when you do this, when you're chugging champagne in a shoe store, you get chatty and things start to spaghetti out, and they go into nothing. And this is what goes on. This lady is talking about connections and friends and families, but not like in the conspiratorial way, like in the incidental way, where you're sitting there talking and you're like, oh yeah, and they're married to so and so, and oh yeah, didn't they go to school with this person? Oh yes, they did. I remember that guy. I was in a different class with that guy, and that professor was like this, and he was banging one of the students. That is what happens. And this lady goes on the most mealy-mouthed, over an hour rambling tirade about Johnny Depp. And it was fucking terrible. It was a really bad opening statement. They lost me. I think they had to have lost the jury. Nobody there could have cared what she said at that point. But the main takeaway is this. I don't think either party moved the needle in this one. I don't think either party did anything to convince anybody that that either one was right. So I think we're going into this. Neutral as far as the court is concerned. And then we get to the first witness. The first witness is Johnny Depp's sister, his older sister, who is also his personal manager, not his business manager. A little bit different. His personal manager manages personal affairs, helps deal with the Johnny-isms that are put into contracts, helps him keep track of scripts, stuff like that. And she testifies for the rest of the day. The direct examination of her was fine. The judge was sustaining objections for the defense a little bit more than I would like. I thought some of the objections were not great. The objections that they used most were hearsay and 404, which is character evidence as well as evidence of prior acts. Those things have to all be brought in very carefully. But I think she got a lot of the hearsay objections wrong, frankly. And then the prior acts evidence a lot of times was not actually evidence of a prior act. It was merely an observation of a witness who directly observed a thing. And she's like, that's a prior act. It's like, well, not really, because it's not used. They're not using the prior acts evidence to prove that he acted in a particular way today. They're just talking about how he acted in general. What did you see? Laying the foundation for the questions that they would also object to the foundation, saying that the witness would not have had knowledge of what they are claiming to have knowledge of, blah, 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 blah. So that's during direct exam. Direct exam was fine. Cross exam came up and I was very excited because this is an unsympathetic female sister, but really just associate of Johnny Depp. And they had the chance to really just shred her on the stand. And in some ways they really did. They made her look like she was covering for Johnny Depp. They made it look like she was covering for herself. They made it look like she was minimizing alcohol and drug abuse. And what they're trying to do is translate or transliterate even alcohol and drug abuse into spousal abuse. They want to make that alcohol and drug abuse into spouse abuse as if they're the same thing, as if the one logically follows the other and all that stuff. And for what it's worth, I think at first Depp's lawyers were not very good at protecting this witness and objecting to what was going on near the end, the last 5 to 10 minutes. They got much more adept at it very quickly. And that was good. Then the testimony ended. The day was over, and she will open up with the guy says he's got at least another hour of cross-exam left. Then you've got rebuttal. The judge seems relatively okay. The judge has made some rulings on objections that I would question personally, but that's just the way it goes. They have the discretion in many of these instances whether or not they will allow something in. And she made decisions. I can't say much more than that. She made decisions. So, whew. But all in all, I think it's an interesting case. I want Johnny Depp to win. I know he's Orange Man bad or whatever. I don't care. The Me Too movement has given Amber Heard a playbook. She's following the playbook, and it's how to falsely accuse a man. The bad thing is, it's possible that Johnny Depp did this, and you won't find me caring that much on that because I can't take a Me Too accusation seriously ever again. So I won't be able to find out if he did this or not. It's really just him and her. They'll always tell their own sides however they want to tell them. But I cannot in good conscience accept that he did or didn't do anything to her. What I can accept is that the defense of Amber Heard is massive and it goes beyond the courtroom. And it's a gross thing to watch. But again, it is a playbook. They're following the playbook. I don't believe the accusations because they look exactly like every other one of these from the playbook. And somebody has to break that fucking book. So I hope it happens. And I hope it happens here. And I hope we get to watch it. Let's see. Principled Potato says raw on the spectrum or law in the spectrum. No. Rady2 Kills says I sent you a better comparison video of both trial streams in Twitter DMs. If you want to use that in a tweet, thank you. Publius88 says video posted 3 weeks ago by today's Subway killer. Kind of a video manifesto. And then Herman Armenia says take a shot for Gilbert Gottfried. His last role was God, and now he gets in-person coaching lessons. Man, I'm already a little bit buzzed. I'm looking forward to it. We'll just do a basic Gilbert Gottfried toast. To Gilbert Gottfried, a good comedian, good entertainer. I don't know if he is a good man or not, but I fucking hope he was, because I liked him otherwise. Cheers. All right. As far as Amber Heard and Johnny Depp go from now on, I mean, there's so much trial, so many witnesses, and there's entirely the possibility that Johnny Depp was the bad guy here. But a lot of stuff that Amber did indicates that that might not be the case. And also, the idea that she went on the James Corden show with makeup on to hide her 2 black eyes and broken nose and cut lip is nonsense. And anybody who believes that should be punched squarely in the penis. Okay. Let me get this super chat over on Rumble real quick. Wolf of Fenris says Nick wanted to request a toast / moment of silence for a soldier at Fort Leavenworth. One of my friend's former troops hung himself this morning, and my friend is not taking it well. To the fallen. To the unnamed soldier at Fort Leavenworth. A young man usually is with a soldier who took his own life. Don't know if it was stresses of being a soldier. Don't know if it was the impending war. Don't know if it was just the reality of life hitting him, but whatever it was, made him take the ultimate choice, the ultimate regret, the last decision, and in my opinion, the worst, the one that leaves no road for redemption and no road for recovery, but leaves a hole in the hearts of everyone who knew him. May that soldier rest in peace, away from the turmoil that was tormenting him in life. To him and all of the other fallen, cheers. All right. Okay. Let's do something a little bit different. A little change of pace here. Let's see. That's not what I wanted. That's not the window. That's the wrong window. Let me put my headphones in for this. Okay, so this is the YouTube channel of the the person of interest in the Brooklyn subway shooting. He has a YouTube channel. It is still up. It is not a large one. What the fuck? Where's my? There we go. There we go. And this is him talking about Black History Month. Saddle up your horses, y'all. Whoops. I gotta switch the audio feed still. For me, not for you. I think it'll work for you either way. Here we go. Yeah, I realize there's no sound. Just a second. Let's play Guess the Ethnicity. Here we go.
All right.
All right. All right.
All right. So I'm back again. Do another video. And I'm going to title this video, this is Black History Month. And in this Black History Month, what I want to talk about was the fact that there's a lot of shit going on in the Black community. I'm talking about my personal situation particularly, that you can't allow, I'll just say people of color, Black people, Black motherfuckers, to
People of
destroy
color,
your
Black people,
confidence,
Black
destroy
motherfuckers.
your ability to live your life, because they will. There's something wrong with us as a people when we seek to destroy each other. And like I said in my last video, because we have been basically turned into farm animals.
This is just another example from a long line of what we always know mass shooters to be. They're always white, upper middle class, straight Christian men. As it's the same every time. So,
and farm animals don't turn on the people that are exploiting them and that are going to harvest their meat. They focus on each other. They attack each other and not their master. And you have to be aware of this. And there's a lot of violence, and there's a lot of ugliness in the Black community we refuse to deal with. As I told you many times before, I work for a company. You have to be aware of this. You have to be aware of this, brothers. If you're a heterosexual male, you consider yourself heterosexual male, you have to be aware of this. You have a lot of damaged, broken, bitter, angry, violent Black females out here who have been legitimately abused.
Drex, is that you? Oh no! These German shepherds up in here. I'm about to take these German shepherds to task.
By Black men that have been molested, that have been mistreated, that have been tricked into doing certain things. And they're full of anger and they're full of hate. They can't take that anger and hate out on their perpetrator, the person who is originally abused them, and so they find a substitute.
That's right.
And that substitute could be you.
That's your ass.
So you have to be strong.
Don't be a substitute, motherfucker.
You have to approach these females with extreme caution at all times.
Exactly.
Because they are extremely violent and vicious, and they want to destroy you because you represent the person that violated them as a heterosexual male. And they hate all heterosexual men. I'm talking about this because I worked at an agency called Bridgeway House. That's supposed to be an agency that helps you to better your life and to move on to life. But it's the total opposite.
What?
Because you have a bunch of violent, vicious, LGBTQ, lesbian females that work there who hate the heterosexual.
Oh, shit. We got a red pill, bro, boys. What are we going to do?
You see? So we're in a battle. It's not a battle against black and white necessarily all the time. It's also
not all the
a
time.
battle against the heterosexual and the homosexual or the whatever else deviations that we exist in our community. And you have to be aware of that. But the main thing I want you to be aware of is that there's no, I'll just say, Negro qualified to be your judge. There's no Negro qualified to tell you about the quality, the quantity of what they consider to be a fucking man to be. Because a nigger, excuse my expression, has never been allowed to be a man in this society.
Oh, no.
Never.
Not once.
You've always been a boy and a nigger.
Oh, shit.
And the only way you've been allowed to pretend when you came up north, and of course in the north, like my father and his generation, people didn't call you nigger like they did down, oh boy. That's what you ran away from. In the South, they ran away from that. That's what it came to. They didn't want nobody to call them boy and nigger, even though they were boys and niggers. You had been that for 400 fucking years.
These are hard R's, brother.
The only way you change that is if you start your own nation.
Oh.
The only way you change it is if you produce what you need for your fucking self.
I'm listening.
Then you stop being a boy and a fucking nigger.
Yeah, you tell him.
But of course, the nigger, excuse my expression, Has no concept.
Excuse that.
Hey, I'll kick your ass. My dick is bigger than yours. I follow the hose.
Can't be like that.
That makes me a better man than you. No, it don't. It makes you a better nigga than me.
Oh, shit.
But doesn't make you a better man than nobody, motherfucker. Fuck you. And the fat, excuse my expression, welfare recipient, government cheese, cockeyed, retarded bitch that had you.
Oh, shit.
You want to die, nigga. Excuse my expression again. And even though I have no intention and no desire to want to kill you, that's what I want to talk about in this Black History Month as we celebrate so-called Black history or Black mystery, whatever you want to call it. I was listening to a videotape.
Government cheese, cockeyed monster.
Farrakhan now. He's fucking 90 years old. Still spewing the same bullshit that his teacher spewed 60 fucking years ago.
Yeah, call it Farrakhan.
Talk about the white man is no, he's not a part of the human. He's not a part of the human family or some dumb shit. That you're a bunch of fucking Negroes still believe Farrakhan is about as powerless as a piece. If he was really about something, he'd be dead, like Malcolm.
Oh, shit.
If he really stood for something, he'd be dead as a black man. If he was a black man and not just a shit-talking nigga. Or he talks about the Jews. Why can't he talk about a Jew and not be killed? Why can he talk about his whites and not be killed? Because he's working hand in hand with them. Let's stop playing with this thing.
Oh, God. I gotta clip it. I gotta clip that. Why can he talk about a Jew and not be killed? Listen to this guy. Oh, shit.
Malcolm was killed by the Nation of Islam.
Damn right.
They pulled the trigger. Now, maybe the CIA and the FBI that nurtured that shit, that created the environment, but they pulled the fucking trigger. There's no doubt about that. And I have to keep reminding you, I'm not mad at anybody, any of the rank and file that hated Malcolm at that time.
That's right. Why would you be?
Malcolm even gave them a pass and said, and he said in his own words, listen, if someone had told me, and he's talking about himself, what I was saying to you about the honorable, so-called honorable Elijah Muhammad, I would want to kill him too. That's what he said. If I didn't believe it was true. And what he's talking about is the 8 little girls.
Wait, what?
Elijah Muhammad violated.
Oh, fuck.
And got pregnant and kicked to the fucking curb. That this fucking nigga, or excuse me, I don't say, minister, Louis Farrakhan, I want to say, was his wives. Fuck you. It's nigger shit. And Elijah and Malcolm X said it best.
Wait a minute. I don't know anything about Elijah Muhammad except that he shows up in some Sublime songs. KRS-One, right? Like that's the Sublime song. Elijah Muhammad or the welfare state. And I know because of KRS-One. Ooh, yeah, I know. Like that's the only thing I know about Elijah Muhammad. This man is red pilling me. Elijah Muhammad, 8 little girls violated. Fuck that guy. Who's this? What the hell is happening?
The Nation of Islam was the greatest organization that the black men ever had. But niggers! Niggers! Ruined it.
You gotta stop.
Bow tie wearing, take 5 baths a day, grease their faces up, looking clean and neat. You still a fucking nigga. The fuck how many baths you take, motherfucker? I don't care how decent and sound, decent you sound. You still a fucking nigga.
Drex, I see you in the chat. What's up with this guy? What's going on?
And you're going back. Here's the thing, you're going back. Now, of course, motherfuckers like Farrakhan, he'll be dead soon. Has not named a successor. Who's going to take his place? He would have somebody speaking for who? I don't know who's going to take over the Nation of Islam after he drops dead. Who the fuck knows?
He won't die.
Well, I guess the nigga with the most niggas and the most guns.
Oh,
it's
shit.
Nigga shit. The Nation of Islam is nigga shit. That's what it's been turned into. Malcolm wanted to be something different, but of course he was on the wrong path, because he didn't realize he was dealing with it. Well, at the end he did, because he said it. Nation's organization, best man ever had. But niggers ruined it. Don't let a nigga ruin you. Ruin a fucking nigga. A nigga has no place to tell nobody about no fucking manhood. You're a fucking boy. Excuse my. Now you don't like this. I don't give a fuck. You gotta
Excuse
grow
me,
up.
but I don't give a fuck. But excuse me,
You have
though.
not taken back your fucking freedom. You have not taken back your manhood. You have not taken back your humanity. You're still basically the same nigga you were when you called it like fucking Cottonfield. Yes, you look very good. I love the suit. Nice shoes, nice hairdo, nice car, nice title. You still a fucking nigga.
Oh, damn.
The people that have the power, the white people, the few handful of white people that have the power, still have the power over your life and the existence of your children. That makes you not even a fucking human being. That a motherfucker decided to kill 3,000 people. One day decide we're going to kill 3,000 motherfuckers. We're going to blame somebody else for it.
Wait, what?
And convince these animals that we didn't do it, but somebody, because they want to believe it. You want to believe, hey, man, wait a minute, nah, man. Well, my own government killed 3,000 people. It had to be them terrorists.
Is this man 9/11ing on us right now? We getting some truth? We getting some truth? It was he didn't say it was Bush, though. Like, so who was, okay, cool. All right.
I was watching the video and they said they found a passport on the streets of New York of one of the hijackers that was in the plane that crashed to the fuck. His passport was perfectly preserved out of his pocket. They got you all the way fucked up.
Yeah.
They got you all the way fucked up. Nigga, you black. I'm telling all these motherfucking niggas that want to try to fucking tell me shit about who I am. I'm a man because I say I am, motherfucker. I don't need no stinking nigga. If you can say you a man, you fucking nigga, I'm definitely a fucking more than a man you could ever fucking be.
Wow.
You fucking bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
Another man decides whether your children has a future or not. How the fuck are you a man? How the fuck are you a human being at that point? You're not even a fucking human being. Fuck you. And so on this, whatever day it is, a Black History Month, with 14th, 15th day of Black, I want to talk about this. It's important we do. Because there's a lot of shit going on out here that niggas got just smelling their own piss like a child.
What?
If you let a child run wild, you don't control the child, you don't monitor the child's gonna get more and more out of control every fucking day until you do something like knock the shit out of the little motherfucker. And that's scrabble. You see a child, and it may not be your child. You see the children jumping up and down on the bed, right? And you tell these little motherfuckers, listen, man, stop jumping on the bed because you can hurt yourself. But they're having so much fun and they're so out of their minds and out of control. Hey, jumping and jumping. Listen, stop jumping on the bed.
Stop it.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
You're gonna fall right off there, you little piece of shit.
One of these little motherfuckers.
That's right.
Have to jump the wrong way, right? Now and hit the fucking wall and fall off the fucking bed. And damn near break it and fuck themselves up to be like, hey man, you fucked up. I told you stop jumping, you little son of a. He's on the bed. He's on the floor now. He was on the bed jumping. Now he's on the floor. After you done jump, misjump, and hit the fucking wall, slid down onto and hit the fucking
stupid
floor.
Ass fucking
now he's
kids.
On the floor crying.
Now you're crying.
I told you, little dumb son of a bitch. Stop jumping on the fucking bed, you hard-headed little motherfucker.
You little jackass.
This is a fucking nigga. Oh man, fuck you.
Fuck you.
And that whole bitch of yours, she's in that book. Yeah, that motherfucker too. Go get my cotton off the ground. If I take a stick and bust you in your fucking face, you going back or you going to die one. If you don't want to pick no cotton, then you can be turning some landfill and or fertilizer.
That's right.
Those are your two options. Pick cotton or be turning into some landfill and or fertilizer. Fuck you. And I wouldn't say the hoe that had you. I'm not going to say about your mama, even though, she's a hoe.
Yeah, I don't want to talk bad about her, but she is a hoe.
You're a crack baby motherfucker from the early 80s, motherfucker.
You're a crack
that bitch
baby.
Smoking crack, whatever she was doing out there in the street, tramp ass motherfucker. You want to make her you used to be a crack fiend. Yeah, she's still a crack fiend. Fuck out my face. Used to be your ass. used to be your fucking ass bitch, still is a crackhead. Once a crackhead, always a crackhead. No, so there's no redemption for me. There's no redemption for you or your whole bitch mammy. Motherfucker, nigga, fuck is you talking about? And so this is just my rant I want to get on. And I don't give a fuck who man listens. I don't give a fuck if I have 2 motherfuckers watching my video. Who gives a shit?
At least
I'm not
one.
trying to win the popularity contest with a fucking stinking nigga. Because the nigga's not going to be drawn closer. Is there some shit that makes him, that validates, justifies him being a fucking stinking nigga. Acting and living like a fucking dirty nigga. He don't want to hear nothing other than that.
He's never going to hear anything.
And so this, whatever, 14, 15, whatever day of Black History Month we want to talk about this, is 2002. 22, you know, got a lot of motherfuckers out here want to explain to me who I am as a human being. You're a fucking nigger. That's something less than a fucking animal if we deal with the facts of the matter.
Oh my God.
Black motherfucker. You still depend on the motherfucker that turned you into a stinking nigga. How are you a man? Because you can kick my ass? You fuck all the stinking hoes? You motherfucker. You piece of shit. Fuck you. Until you pass out dead. And so, I mean, there's more I can say on this video, but I think I've said everything. Well, I know I've said everything I want to say in the video. So because
said everything.
Time,
you think
you
got
take it easy.
Take it easy. Fuck you. I hope you die, you piece of shit. Your stupid mom. Cockeyed crackhead bitch. He can't figure out how to turn off the fucking camera. Come on. Oh, there we go. Who could have thought this man would be angry enough to take a cross-country trip, bouncing from B&Bs or Airbnbs to hotels and motels, only to wind up in New York and fucking ice a bunch of people on the subway? Who would have thought ever that this guy could be capable of that? Oh, man. What do we got? What else do we have here? Whew. Whew. So guys, since I first saw this, like someone sent it to me, or Andy No tweeted out, the guy's channel has doubled in size. He's gone from just over, right around 1,000 subscribers. He's about to hit 2,000 subscribers. Let's see here. Well, I'll pull up his channel here. Prophet of Truth 88. He's got, look, most of his things, they're too long. They're too long, and it takes him a little bit to get going. You saw that, how it took him a while to kind of wind up. It took him 4 or 5 minutes to really get into it. So here we go. Let's watch some of his shorts. We got new windshield today. What's this?
Yeah, just out here getting my glass replaced. Safe Light showed up, and he's out there going to change my glass out.
Yeah, that's a good video.
Yeah, I needed that, man.
Me too.
Niggas cracked my window, man. Now I get a new one. So, man, out here now, prepping the car to put a new windshield in.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be cool. But I definitely need one. I'll be scared to go to the car wash sometime. I think the fucking window going to break or something in the car wash. This guy had a long...
Yeah, good ending on that. Did that just end randomly?
Only in Milwaukee. Only in Milwaukee.
God damn.
Only in Milwaukee. A whole fucking light pole. Look at that shit. Only in Milwaukee. Look. She done knocked out a whole fucking light pole. No shit.
Hold on. This thing's messed up. The video's up. Stopping. Let me refresh it.
Only in Milwaukee. A whole fucking light pole. Look at that shit. Only in Milwaukee. Look. She done knocked out a whole fucking light pole. No shit. Just that.
Yeah, my I'm having some issues here. Hold on.
It's fucking 12:30 in the afternoon. Just knock that shit down. Look. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on here, man? I told you. When you come to Milwaukee, niggas, you better have eyes behind your head. You better have a mirror in the back of your forehead, nigga, because you're going to need that shit in this motherfucker. Look at this shit. No shit. Oh, my God. Only in Milwaukee.
I want to analyze that statement. You better have a mirror on the back of your forehead. What the fuck is a mirror on the back of your forehead? Can someone explain to me what a mirror on the back of your forehead looks like? I don't know if I can figure this one out. I can't understand what that means. A mirror on the back of your, like on the inside? Like, are you looking at fucking goop in your head? Like, what's going on? What's going on with this? What's this next one?
Ready?
Oh, shit. That's someone different.
Ready?
That's something different too.
Only. Ready?
No. Can I go back to the dude's channel? What the fuck is going? Hold on. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is a video from a Subway. This is probably fine. What could possibly go wrong with this? The good old days. Fuck me. Okay. He was saying something, but I couldn't make it out. It was so fucking loud. Play an actual video. There's so many of them. Let's see. I mean, dude, this dude, his latest one, domesticated averages. This one has 51,000 views. This obviously, I think this is the one people are looking at lately because of Andy No and that stuff. This is just posted a day ago. Black Predator, Code of the Ghetto. Why are we dying? Another slap. We got 2 slap thumbnails here. What a day. It can't love you. This is about how the United States can't love you back. We got Junkie Love, gas station encounters, forced equality. He's not a big fan of Ketanji Brown Jackson. Here's why. Because she married a white man. Very important. Now I am become death. This is him talking about the end of the world. This man talks a lot about the end of the world, how doomsday is coming. Doomsday is coming. $500 a day. $500 a day. Get the IRS to call you back. This video is for those who have a question about their refund. Oh, look at him. He's in a suit. On the road again. He can't spell to save his fucking life at all. Could Nature Boy be the next what? The next. Our ancestors' wildest dreams. I'm the Prophet of Doom. This It Can't Love You. This is actually kind of funny. I'm gonna skip ahead to where he pulls up the picture of how you got to be. Wait, was it this one? No, it wasn't this one. Hold on. Was it What a Day?
I'm out here tomorrow.
No. There's one where he talks about how you got to be black. Like what you have to do to be black. Oh, this is a good video. Yeah, it was in this one.
Ian, you're some.
I think. Yeah. Here we go. Let's talk about the N-word.
You want to live in a world of make-believe fantasy.
Here we go. Why is it so fucking... Hold on. I'm going to open this in a different browser real quick. Pull it up in Brave. I'm having some internet issues tonight, man. Like, what the fuck is happening here? This is YouTube on Brave right now. There's a fucking disaster going on. Oh, it might be the storm outside. It might be the storm. We have a nasty storm outside. Do a speed test. Holy shit. I'm getting... Look at this. Look at this fucking speed test we got going here. What is happening here? Look at that download speed. I have gigabyte download. It's not even going to do the upload. This thing's broken as fucking shit. Yeah, something's all messed up here. How am I still streaming? You have to turn on your modem. Restart the stream. Can't restart the stream. Shit. Yeah, this this thing is busted. It may make the like Brave is still just sitting here loading. Well,
you're some shit in between. That there's no future for you. None. Except there's some landfill and or fucking fertilizer.
Maybe
this is
it'll
what you're
catch
about
up.
to be. Landfill and or fucking fertilizer. You're here for one reason and one reason only, to be a fucking slave. All that shit about being a king and a god and all sort of stupid shit, make that, go ahead and tell yourself, lie to yourself, go ahead and lie.
There we go.
We could have power. We could have control. And the one only example that I have to show you is someone like Malcolm X. There should be many other examples of him, but he's the only one.
Oh, wait, we went
He's
to...
a Rosetta Stone.
I'm past this.
Malcolm X is our Rosetta.
This is the part I wanted to watch. Shit.
I want you to see them. I want you to see these people. These are the bands of the Kalahari. That's the foundation, the base of all mankind. This is where all human beings come from.
There you go.
And what's the one thing about them that you can't say about yourself? What's the one thing that they have that you don't have?
Straw?
Or that you do have? What's the one thing about them that they don't have that you do have? The need for a white man.
Oh.
The need for any man. Because they produce everything they need to live. This is from 250,000. This is from the very beginning. This is from the beginning of mankind.
That's right.
You're looking at them right now. Don't need another man for nothing. You can't live without another man without something. You can if for some chance gasoline ceases to exist, you're dead.
You die.
Natural gas, you're dead.
Dead.
Electricity, you're dead. The internet, you're dead. You can't live without these things. And you don't control any of this shit.
That's
You
right.
don't produce none of it. But you don't want to be called an N-word. The very thing that you are and always will be until you do that.
You got, there you go. If you don't live in a fucking straw mud hut in the middle of Africa, then you're going to be an N-word forever. That's just the facts. You got to live out there. You got to have your little stick bow and arrows so you can shoot lizards or whatever that are running around scurrying across the desert. And until you do, you're just going to be an N-word. I know you don't like it.
Become like these people right here that you look down on. Oh my God, I couldn't live like. Look how horrible, my Jesus Christ, my man. How can I live like that? And again, this is the foundation. This is from the beginning, all mankind.
He's dead. Jim says, by that definition, everyone is an N-word. No. Make no mistake. Make no mistake. This only applies to black people. He's very clear because they're not Europeans.
And they live like this over in Europe too. This is what they say. They say the Stone Age, because there was the Paleolithic and Monolithic. What do they call it? There was 2 ages where you had people like fucking czars of Russia and the kings of England who took over these other people who were living like we lived in grass huts. They lived in grass huts in Europe. They were hunter gatherers in Europe.
Yeah, they got grass huts everywhere.
But there was a group of people that came down out of the mountains some fucking where. I forgot where. And I had the video. I lost it. I wish I could find it. But it showed. They was in fucking caves, crawling around in caves, eating raw meat. The motherfuckers rule your world today. But then something happened. They got I forgot. But they started coming down these mountains and taking everybody over. Everybody's living naturally and normally, like these people right here, living naturally, normally, in harmony and balance with their environment. They live in harmony. These people live in harmony and balance with their fucking environment.
Damn right.
They're part of the ecosystem that they live in. They're not, they'll just did is take it over and fuck it up and piss and shit it up. That's not it. That's in the mind of a fucking N-word. And so you don't want to be called N-word. I don't, people call me shit. I don't want to be called. You call me what you want to call me. You think whatever you want about me. I think you should be dead. I think you ought to have some bullets shot through your fucking face and head. I think the world would be a better place without you. This is what I think about you. So let's express our thoughts about each other.
Well,
N-word, Spanish speaking, English speaking, French speaking, German speaking, fucking N-word.
I guess
you don't get to decide whether you're an N-word or not. How you live, how you act, how you conduct, how you interact with this motherfucking planet decides whether you're an N-word or not. And what makes you an N-word? What makes you an N-word? What's the one thing above all I've talked about in my last week? What makes you a fucking N-word? The fact that you have a desire and you have an appetite for a European way of life and living, and you're not a fucking European. There are no black countries. Show me one black nation over in Europe.
See?
Show me one.
It only applies to non-Europeans. Because if you're European, you can be European all day. But if you're black, you can't. You can't do that, apparently, according to this guy.
White nation over in Africa.
South Africa. South Africa, right? Like,
fucking exist. You're a crime against nature. You're a crime against life. This is why you exist. As a result of criminal acts against nature and against humanity. You're a black European where there are no black Europeans.
None.
You were created, nigga.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me, N-word. You are a creation. And you're going to go back. Well, they can't send you back nowhere because that's gone. That phase of their development in controlling this planet is over with, having physical slaves. And that is, they have to discard you. They're going to discard you. Like you discard some fucking obsolete machine. And it takes me in the mind, I just thought about this. And this guy just died. His name is William Hurt, actor. He just died a couple of days ago, yesterday, some shit. He was a star of a movie called AI, Artificial Intelligence. Watch that.
William Hurt was not the star of AI. There are like 8 people on the list that were more important to AI than William Hurt, but okay.
Movie. Watch that fucking movie. William Hurt, he was in that. And the one thing that you'll see is that there's um, a place where they dump obsolete robots. Robots that are no longer useful. They have a dumping ground for them. But then there's a thing where and it's amazing because there's a thing where these guys, and they round them up. They go and they round these guys and they use them in carnivals. They make a show out of them and burn them up and kill them and pour acid on them, all kinds of shit. This is what you are. They've made you obsolete. You're no longer needed. You're no longer necessary. In the world that they've created, they've taken over the fucking planet. And you're a pawn in their game. And you just refuse to understand that. So you don't want to hear, don't call me N-word. Don't say I mean, that's exactly what you are. What else are you but the N-word? What else can you ever be but the N-word? Unless you want to live like that or something along those lines. Not exactly like that. Because again, you had Mali, Sungai, all these great African civilizations that were African in nature. They were not European in nature because they had no contact with Europeans.
You just go to Mali then.
You see what the Sungai and Mali empires, they were not European in nature at all. They were African, totally African in nature. And I would say some with some Arab, but we'll say that they were totally on the continent of Africa because even though they're not black, but they're still on the Saudi Arabia and all that. They want to separate Saudi Arabia. That's on the continent of Africa, but they won't call it the continent of Africa. They won't give it a separate. What continent is Saudi Arabia on? What continent is
Asia?
fucking Iran on? What continent
Asia?
is Iraq on?
Asia?
Africa. They're on the African continent. They're not in Europe.
Isn't
Those
it Asia?
African nations. Notice you did never say that.
I mean, they don't say that because it's in Asia, isn't it?
You don't want to be called the N-word. What else can you be with the fucking N-word? That's what you are, whether you want to be or not. You don't want to accept that. That's the first thing that has to be accepted. The fact you are the N-word. All the rest of that shit you want to talk about being a man and woman.
Like I'm not a map expert or anything, but I'm pretty sure that's in Asia. Like there's I can't. I'm not an expert cartographer, but I think that the Middle East is part of Asia, though.
Woman, you can't be. There's no way you can be a man, woman, holy. There's no way. There's no way you can be a man with holy. Yes, you have many man-like qualities. So does my pet dog.
Yeah, mine
but
too.
He's a domesticated animal. He's domesticated. He's not a wolf. I don't give a fuck how big and bad and brave and bold he may be. He is domesticated. He's a pet. And the N-word you just can't. So you want to come with all this shit, you want to say all this bullshit, go ahead and say what you want to say. You're going back. Well, you can't go back. I'm sorry, but there's no way to go back to. That's over. You're obsolete. They don't need you to pick cotton anymore or chop sugar cane or do any other things you did when you were a slave. They got machines to do that now. They have technology to take care of that now. They can make robots. They have other people from South America to do that. Need you for what? You better start dealing with this. You got to start. No, just ignore it. Pretend. Live in a world of fantasy and make-believe because you can, like a fucking child. Like
why
a
are they giving the South Americans jobs?
To be an astronaut, a cowboy. Because he's living in his parents' house. His parents take care of it. So he can pretend to be a cowboy. Has no idea what a cowboy is.
None.
Has no idea what an astronaut is.
Man's never wrangled cattle in space.
You want to be a god and a king and know what the fuck you talk. God or what? The toilet? King or what? A place that you have no control over? That can be gentrified and you can be kicked the fuck out of? But what's the point of stopping? You're dead. We're just dead. We just are people that now we're going to be made extinct. They got to get rid of it.
Gotta go.
This is where, no, it's the fittest of the fittest will survive.
That's right. The fittest
and
of the
we're not
fittest.
fit to survive.
You're not fit to survive,
because
dude. You're like 600 pounds.
Totally under control of another man. You got money in your pocket. Look whose face is on that money. Whose face is on them $100 bills you got in your pocket? Is it Dr. King, Malcolm X?
No, it's Harriet Tubman.
Slave master, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and George Washington. That's what's on your money.
Oh, I thought it was
You're still
Obama.
A slave. Because you have an appetite for a European way of life when you're not a fucking European. You're an N-word.
Uh-oh.
You're a fucking N-word.
Oh, shit.
And don't want to be that. You got to deal with it. Because if you don't, you're saying you want to die. You're saying you want your fucking children to die and not have a future on this fucking planet.
Huh?
And so this is what I'm going to talk about in this video. You look at the picture,
Yeah, okay.
image of the band. So I'll bring back up the fucking word. Hold on, bring it back up. You know, this is our fucking problem. We don't want to deal with fucking reality. You want to live in a world of fantasy because you can. Because somebody else providing everything you need. Gas prices are going up, they're going to continue to go up. And force you back to where you belong, a cotton field. But there's no more cotton to be picked. There's no more sugar cane to be chopped.
What are we going to do then?
So where can you go to exist? You have nowhere in nature. You're
There's
not
nowhere
an
to
African,
go.
you're not a European. You're some shit in between. There's no future for you. None.
You're stuck in limbo. What the fuck?
Except there's some landfill and or fucking fertilizer.
That means you're dead, I think.
This is what you're about to be.
Whoa, really?
Landfill and or fucking fertilizer.
I mean, that's a bit strong.
You're here for one reason and one reason only, to be a fucking slave. All that shit about being a king and a god and all sort of stupid shit, make that, go ahead and tell yourself, lie to yourself, go ahead and lie.
I mean, it's okay.
We could have power. We could have control.
How? You haven't really explained that part.
The one example I have to show you is someone like Malcolm X.
Okay, yeah, he had
There
power
should be
and
many
control.
other
That's why he's dead
examples
too.
of him, but he's the only one.
Is it?
He's the Rosetta Stone. Malcolm X is our Rosetta Stone of how we could have a future on this planet.
Rosetta Stone's still alive.
Take advantage because you happy being an N-word, and then you don't want to be called an N-word, but that's your fucking N-word. What else are you? Black man where? Black woman where? Black is a color, motherfucker. It doesn't describe anything but a color.
I ain't gonna spend my life being a color.
Irish, Italian, Nigerian, whatever the fuck. Black is a color. And you say you're black because that helps you not use the N-word, which is what the fuck you are. The white man made all of us black to enslave us.
Oh.
And you're happy being black today, but again, you're fucking Cinderella at the ball, partying your ass off, having a good time, but you're going back or going off this planet one. So don't call me, you don't want to hear the N-word. You ready to fight and die and kill, but what else are you but a fucking N-word? Black is a color. It doesn't describe anything else but a fucking color. And what you did and what you think you were, all the
technically
shit you
it describes the absence of color.
What do you produce, nigga?
Oh, shit.
Fuck what you invented. Oh, niggas invented a light bulb, the cell phone. Do you control that?
Not really either of them.
Do you manufacture that, the cell phone, the light bulb? No, the fuck you don't. And so this is what I'm going to talk about in this video. The N-word. Let's talk about the N-word. You don't want to be called what you are. You don't want to deal with the fact that you're still an N-word. You can never stop being an N-word until you take control of your life and your destiny, and you have complete control of everything that you consume, you produce.
Yeah. That's right.
That's what that shows you the band too. They no matter what you think about them, they produce everything they consume. And that was the story for all people around this planet for the fucking Europeans started his march to dominate the whole planet and turn everybody out, turn everybody on, which he did. And even the Africans, they don't want to be Africans. They're black Europeans. They're fucked up. They've been turned out. They're turnouts because they have an appetite for European culture. They have an appetite for what the European produces, and they shouldn't. Now the Chinese, that's a different story because they actually made that. They took control. They have complete control of their societies and their culture.
Wait, what?
They use a lot of, but they produce the shit they consume. Africa doesn't produce shit.
Uh-oh.
Like I said, I showed a video about all the nations that had nuclear bombs. There's not one African nation that has a nuclear device, and they should. That means they can't defend themselves. They're defenseless.
People are taking over African nations left and right.
They did that to themselves by getting turned on and turned out by European shit, cheap manufactured shit.
Yes. Yeah.
That the fucking nigger, N-word, is still turned on today by. You're still turned out like your ancestors were in Africa. You're a fucking turnout. You don't want to be called the N-word. What else are you but a fucking N-word? You tell me. Black man where? What the fuck is a black man? Black is a color, motherfucker. It doesn't describe anything but a color.
I mean, yeah, the color though.
So you call yourself, instead of saying you're a nigga man, you're saying you're a black man.
It's a bit strong.
We're gonna stop playing with it. We're gonna stop fucking around with it. Fuck that. I'm sick of a fucking stinking nigga and your fucking shit.
Wow.
No, you have not stopped being a fucking dirty. Deal with that first. Look at me. You gonna look at me with the side eye. That makes me want to fuck you up. Because there's nothing low or dirty in your fucking black ass. And got to dirty want to try to look down your dirty black nose to somebody else. We're in the same boat, you black motherfucker. Going to the same place, you stinking black bitch. Was there something to change your fucking mind? It's off this fucking planet where you should be. In your current state, you should be, they should fucking exterminate you because they fucking destroyed you and turned you into a fucking N-word that you don't want nobody to call you. You have no power. You're a powerless piece of shit. What's powerful about your fucking mouth? Your fist and your dick. That's the power of an animal. You're saying I'm a fucking animal. And a domesticated animal. Not a wild animal, but a domesticated fucking animal.
Okay.
That ought to be fucking dead. Because there's no more use for you. They've used you up and made you obsolete. And you refuse to fucking see this or deal with it. And your children are going to pay. No, we can have fun there, but you're fucking out babies. They're going to pay the price. Go have fun.
So wait, is this guy an N-word? Is this guy an N-word too? Like, or did he manage to transcend the issues? Like, I'm so confused. Like, is he supposed to do? Are African nations supposed to become European? I'm not sure what's going on. Okay. This he's getting a little repetitive for me. So I think it's time for a little change of pace. A little change of pace. We need more consolidated and coherent thoughts for today, because this needs to be done. $481.
I'm ready.
I got kicked off of my own show for a second there. I know what this is, page 481. This is right in the middle of the Asian rant. Right in the middle of the Asian rant. Let me read 2 super chats here. Gates of Above says in another video he was talking about his fellow people, and I quote, "They didn't set you free. They just fucking let you loose." Oh, shit. Woo. Woo. And Trinity of the Phoenix says, when 3/5 of a man finds the other 2/5 of himself. Oh, my God. No. Not acceptable. Not acceptable at all. Okay, here we go. This is a page that is has seen a couple days. Let me just get this yawn out. Then after this, we'll read super chats, and then I gotta run because I gotta get to bed. But here we go. Anywhere, ever again, bomb everything so often and so randomly that nowhere is safe. Binger, kill all the bikes. Binger, kill all the blink mongoloids. Binger, kill all the red mongoloids. Binger, kill all the bike ottomans. Binger, kill all the crackers. Kill all of the children of other tribes. Kill all their kids. Kill politicians. Don't elect them anymore. Kill all the famous people. Kill everyone who is not a Binger. Kill all the civilians. Kill all the civilization. Kill white civilization. Stop sharing Earth. Stop sharing life. Detonate every bomb. Plant every knife into a body. Burn every temple. Burn every white church. Shoot every mayor who is Asian. Shoot all Asian politicians. Shoot all the Asian store owners and college students. Shoot all the Asian business owners and lawyers. Shoot all the Asians. Shoot all the bikes too. Shoot all the Asian programmers and students and entertainers. Hunt Asians like rats. Hunt all the Asians out. Kill every blink. Hunt the blinks out of colleges. Bomb the auditorium. Bomb the gym. Bomb everything so no one wants to go anywhere ever again. Bomb everything so often and so randomly that nowhere is safe. Binger, kill all the bikes. Binger, kill all the blink mongoloids. Binger, kill all the red mongoloids. Bring or kill all the bike ottomans. Bring or kill all the crackers. Bring or kill all the children of other tribes. Kill all their kids. Kill politicians. Don't elect them anymore. Kill all the famous people. Kill everyone who is not a Binger. Kill all the civilizations, civilians. Kill this civilization. Kill white civilization. Stop sharing Earth. Stop sharing life. Detonate every bomb. Plant every knife into a body. Burn every temple. Burn every white church. Shoot every mayor who is Asian. Shoot all the Asian politicians. Shoot all the Asian store owners and college students. Shoot all the Asian business owners and lawyers. Shoot all the Asians. Shoot all the bikes too. Shoot all the Asian programmers and students and entertainers. Hunt Asians like rats. Hunt all the Asians out. Kill every blink. Hunt all the blinks out of colleges. Bomb the auditorium. Bomb the gym. Bomb everything so no one wants to go anywhere ever again. Bomb everything so often and so randomly that nowhere is safe. Binger kill all the bikes. Binger kill all the blink mongoloids. Binger kill all the red mongoloids. Binger kill all the bike ottomans. Binger kill all the crackers. Binger kill all the children of other tribes. Kill other kids. Kill politicians. Don't elect them anymore. Kill all the famous people. Kill everyone who's not a Binger. Kill all the civilians. Kill his civilization. Kill white civilization. Stop sharing Earth. Stop sharing life. Detonate every bomb. Plant every knife into a body. Burn every temple. Burn every white church. Shoot every mayor who is Asian. Shoot all Asian politicians. Shoot all the Asian store owners and college students. Shoot all the Asian business owners and lawyers. Shoot all the Asians. Shoot all the bikes too. Shoot all the Asian programmers and students and entertainers. Hunt Asians like rats. Hunt all the Asians out. Kill every blink. Hunt the blinks out of colleges. Bomb the auditorium. Bomb the gym. Bomb everything. So no one wants to go. Unbread. There we go. There we go. Ryoji Mata says, you've read this one already. It was one of the first. You are incorrect, sir. Let me show you how incorrect you are. It's the same page. Approximately 120 times. The same exact page. Over and over and over again. So I may have read those same words, but it was not the same page. He really doesn't like Asians. He really is not a fan of Asians. So there you go. Just so we're clear, it's the same text. Like 120 times. So, okay. We need to do, these super chats. And then we need to wrap up the show so I can get to bed, so I can get up in the morning. And I need a dumpster. I need a spring cleaning dumpster at my house. We have a bunch of shit that needs to go. And the problem is they close at 5:00 every day. And well, I'm streaming till 5 right now. So I got to get up at 8 to call them before the show at 8:30. Whew. But we will make it happen at some point, or I'll miss I might just miss the dumpster another day. Okay. Here, Everton Plaza says, is he on terroristic threat charges and inciting violence? I don't know if he's been charged at all. But his charges are not because of the manifesto, from what I understand. Whatever the hold that they justified him on were not because of the manifesto, from what I understand. It's because of the emails that he sent, because the manifesto, like I've looked through it, and it's just being loud and abrasive with some offensive language, but that's legal. That's not a legal threat or whatever. There's no imminence to what he's saying. The emails were different. The emails were two specific people in the department saying, I'm going to come there. I'm going to kill you with a gun. All of these things, much more specific, much more targeted, and actual threats of violence. So Rob Price says, just get a burn barrel, then you never need a dumpster. Sometimes you still need a dumpster. Not everything burns. You can't melt steel beams, for example. Okay. Publius88 sent a link on Odyssey. Says video posted 3 weeks ago by today's Subway Killer, kind of a video manifesto. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can read or that you can watch of his. It's crazy. Nipple Salad says make a cooking channel, call it Ricada Law. Herman Arminius, this guy was crazy. Less than this guy is brilliant. Less than this guy is a glowy plant. Less than this guy planned the Brooklyn shooting out just to get Nick demonetized. Less than touchdown on paper, unbreaded. Tato Chip says, I started kickboxing MMA 2 days ago to lose weight. My muscles still feel sore. Send fat shaming to heal faster so I can get back in the gym again and be more careful this time. You know what, Tato Chip? I'm really pissed off that you came here and lied. I mean, you are a fat piece of shit, so you're probably a liar too, lying to yourself, lying to everybody about your weight constantly. Oh, I'm down to 270. No, you're not. No, you're not. And you can stop now. Lying about your weight, lying about everything. What haven't you lied about? What haven't you lied about? I'll tell you what you have lied about. I have muscles under my rippling, disgusting adipose fat tissue. No, you don't. You don't have muscles. What you have are lumps of sadness that are down there. Sad because no matter how hard they work, they'll be squeezed out by a bunch of disgusting, processed jelly donut made into flesh, crushing the life out of them. They can't even get blood into them. They have atrophied below the skin because of the crushing, capillary sucking weight of your fat fucking thighs and calves and gross droopy arms and elbow dimples, your skin hanging off your face like some sort of horrific post-abortion abomination. And you're in here, oh, my muscles are sore. No, that's your bones being sore because your bones are fat too. There you go, brother. Hope you get it. Hope you get it. Zalgor07 says, unbreaded male grind set. And then Herman Armenia says, you know, when you let drunk Elijah read unbreaded, I was expecting him to slip up on Binger, not hear how Ralph ate his ass. You never know what you're going to get here. You never know what you're going to get here on Ricada Law. AWAP says, decided to come here in the middle of watching Wrath of Khan. Well, this is a better choice. He says, this is like watching unbreaded live. And SC Medic 71 says, FYI on the New York City shooting, 10 shot, 13 other injuries, 5 people critical, but stable. Fortunately, none dead. Salute to the responders. Well, you know, the reason none are dead is because this man went back. He used the guns that traditional African cultures used. Contrarian 420 says, end the mods rackets, then say this house is clean in the Exorcist lady voice. Free Chandler, hashtag defensive barbecue. Evie Warner says, is there any grounds for class action suit or something if law and crime keeps us up? Class action copyright issues are just really, really tough. They're really, really tough. Billy from Seattle says, hey, Nick, can I get a toast? My wife of 20 years recently lost her father to his fight with alcoholism. He left behind 2 daughters and 4 grandkids. Wait, you want me to toast liquor, a man who died from alcoholism? I'm on it. I'm on it. Okay. Here we go. Billy from Seattle. To his father-in-law. A man who for 20 years has impacted and influenced his life, maybe longer, but 20 years of marriage. To a man who you gave permission to speak into your life, to a man who you gave permission to speak into your marriage and the lives of your children as they were born and grew up. But to a man with demons, A man possessed by an amber-colored liquid, an intoxicant, a subtle poison that people choose and can engage in, but with some people, it engages them. It takes control of them, and it will take them straight out of this life. And though that happened to him, you're here. You're here asking for a toast. You're here tributing this man that was more than the demon that possessed him, more than the substance that controlled his life and ultimately took it from him and took him from you. So as we raise this ironic glass, I say cheers to him and his freedom from the poison of addiction. Eric Winberg says more vigor. Alex Sargent, can you toast my grandparents? They're visiting me in the U.S. for the last time since my grandfather is 90. They have flown from Germany for 30 years. Sure, I guess. To the grandparents of Alex Sargent, who will be making a final trip, a final farewell trip. I mean, sure, they can communicate over a phone or email or something like that. But what may be the last encounter that he has with them in person. Our time with our grandparents is cherished because of their wisdom, their knowledge, their sensibility. And you know that this trip and the return home will be fraught with pain and sadness for them as well, as they say goodbye to family for perhaps the last time. May circumstances bring it about that there's at least one more. Cheers. Bike the Barbarians is off topic, but I just thought about what the last thing Jack Murphy would want to hear at the end of a podcast or stream that he is a guest on. Hey, Jack, you got anything you want to plug? Yes. Neil W. says, Nick testing hentai super chat. Yeah, you got hentai there. Tarkina Meyer says, can you do a second one with a different form of payment? I don't know. I haven't tested that. Crusadus viewing, welcome to super lawyer status. Thank you. Ryu D says hentai fuda, Nikki. Renegade Shuriken says Pippa now knows about the missing super chat. Oh, that was nice of someone to tell her. I appreciate that. Bad Vibe says, Nick, are you saying we are pole dancers? Yes, it's happening with Harper. I think Johnny's sis did great on the stand today. Defense attorney was a prick, and sis wasn't perfect, but still very good. Can't wait for tomorrow. Yeah, she did pretty well. There were some things that could have gone better. I think she could have ripped into Amber Heard and called her a liar. Just said flat out, I couldn't trust her about anything because I couldn't. She was unreliable. But that being said, she held her own, and they did look like bullies. And the main thing that they got were admissions that Johnny Depp was on drugs, but I don't think that's being contested. Brian says, Wreck It Raw. Brian Nelson says, barely legal. Sounds like you're in cahoots with that MAP Supreme Court judge. Nick Off Fifi says, did you explain why Ricada's briefs isn't a choice? I don't know if I want Ricada Raw sounds kind of good, but I'm not sure about the rest of it. I don't know. JH says totally bisexual for you, bro. Hey, thanks. Brian Miller says cooking with rackets. Contrarian 420 new channel name, legal illegal. I thought about it. I did think about that. Meth Bear says, ever been to the Grand Depot outside of St. Cloud? Yes. A lot of the stuff was kind of gay, but they had fine booze offerings. They have fine booze offerings, and they have some pretty good individual knives. They have some Shun knives and some other Japanese brands, some Wusthof knives that you can buy individually. Pretty good. Pretty good on the knife selection. Cole Roberts says, how is jurisdiction and venue proper in the Depp case? Okay, so jurisdiction in the Depp case is established because Amber Heard published an op-ed in the Washington Post. The Washington Post has part of their domicile. I don't know if it's their headquarters or their place of business or whatever, but they're domiciled in Virginia. And so since she reached into Virginia by establishing a contract with a Virginia business with publishing a publication that would be printed there. The defamation occurs in Virginia, according to the argument. And so that nails down jurisdiction. Venue is that all of these people have the means to be in Virginia, and a good portion of the evidence, along with the nexus of events, is in Virginia. So you've got jurisdiction and venue there because of Washington Post and where she published the article, basically. AWAP says Ricada Raw Dog. Let's see. TRS80 Fan Club says New York shooter person of interest has a YouTube channel. Check your Twitter message for me. It will get deleted. LGD 4033 says portable website equals PDF and boomer speak. Colby Nulick, welcome to paralegal status. Crusade is viewing, says regulation and vice for the pun. Instead of law and crime. SCFU FFS says tortious interference with you under color of law. Maybe it'd be a novel theory, but I think it's really suppression of free speech. You start to make the argument that they're employing the state, they're forcing the state to suppress speech by utilizing the Copyright Act to prevent speech from occurring. And then you go from there. I mean, there are instances where the government does something on behalf of someone requesting it from the public, and then it becomes a state action that you can assert constitutional grounds from. But it'd be new law. Shalfer says tomorrow everyone stream law and crime to expose their abuse. True Nana Shabbat, bad pressure back half care says they already won. It doesn't have to hold up in court. They got you to stop using their feed, and it will work for the others as well. They need to be stopped, but how? Look, the law and crime feed in Rittenhouse was bad compared to the other feeds. I don't like having their watermark on there. I prefer to use other feeds and have basically always preferred to use other feeds. I picked the Washington Post and then Sky News because they had basically no shit on the bottom of the screen. And at the time I picked Washington Post, the audio was a little more clear. We switched to Sky News after the Washington Post audio got fucked, and Sky News is a little bit better. Tarkina Meyer says, could Court TV sue them since they are in effect claiming Court TV IP as their own? Probably not. And they wouldn't, though. Ponton21 says, you need something to happen to someone, Don Nico. This can't be allowed. What's the plan, boss? Russell Hall says, thank you so much for teaching me about Great Man. You're welcome. Allie Richardson says, my last super chat said it couldn't be sent. What the fuck? All I said was thank you because Johnny Depp coverage is suppressed. So much already. Very strange. Crusade is viewing says, the turmoil you have suffered on the rolling seas of life took the courage and heart that are required to overcome such tragedy. My condolences. And that, I think, is for that was for Vincent, I believe. So thank you for that. Johnny Depp says, anyone know a good keyboard? Rum got on it. Kidda says, long crime up to 6 channels struck today, not 2. Jesus. Insane. Heel says, if they ever let Depp's sister off the stand, I'm looking forward to the testimony from the very awesome comedian Doug Stanhope. Johnny Depp says, told Heard I wasn't into rectal stuff. And he also says, I'm not the same anymore. Bad Dragonite says, everything about doing chill gameplay hangout streams with guests on the main channel for night shows during these big cases. Merc the Destiny formula. No, it's a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea to do gaming on your law commentary YouTube channel, in my opinion. Not good for YouTube. Bad Dragon says, speaking of Destiny, if chat can get you to 422,000 this year, you'll technically be beating him on YouTube and Twitch. Catherine Cooper says, you should look at Owl Kitty on YouTube. Very cute. Amateur Ant says, this Brooklyn shooter guy could have been a hero if he went after anyone in the government, alphabet groups, or politician. Walter Deadman says, did Unbreaded make a video? He made a lot of videos, but this was not him. DCV Titan says, I thought Drex was only around on the weekends. Bad Dragon, I gotta love that Godfrey's last public statement was a tweet roasting his friend Chris Rock. Rip in peace with Kentaro Miura. Wait, Kentaro Miura died? Man of Low Moral Fiber says, Daz right. Frank the Tank says, and banned. Exterminatus Australis says, just going to shill real quick. Imagine There's No Mods by Nick Rekieta Law. Please give it a watch. I spent too much time on it. Wait, no. Did you make that into the fucking song? Oh, God, no. Audra Wallace says, wait, is this Marcellus Wallace? Kind of looks like him. Bad Dragonite, did he use a crossbow on a scooter by any chance? Matt Thompson says, those people he shot won't be jumping on no bed. True. Debbie O says he is way better than Unbreaded Manifesto guy. I don't know. I really like the Manifesto guy. Udiz4321 says, shout out to Patrick Lancaster, an on-the-ground reporter in the war zone in eastern Ukraine. Give it a watch on YouTube. Mitchell Black says, what's his eye funny? Brandon James, where can I find this King's videos? It's Power of Truth 88. Wyatt Knutson says, Ray Charles, if he never pursued music. Ryoji Mata, you read this one already. I was one of the first, or it was one of the first. That was in reference to the Unbreaded, but I think we cleared that up. Amateur Ant says, Nick or someone else, can you put this guy's link in the chat so I can watch more of this? There's a video. There's a link to one of the videos of the guy in the chat now, and then you can get to his channel from there. Amateur Ant says, I need the link to the shooter channel. Michelle says, wife call for dumpster. Samurai says, Nick, can you find out his arrest record? I'm sure it'll come out pretty soon. Catherine Cooper says, Owl Kitty, Pirates of the Caribbean. TC Effect says, if you were in the 40K universe, what job office would you want to have as human and non-psycher? Would you want to be an Adeptus Arbeits judge? As a non-psycher? I was going to say Inquisitor, but many of them are psychers. Not all of them. Well, you'd want to be, no, I got it. Yeah. You'd want to be, which type of assassin would you want to be? Not Vindicare, not Eversor. What is it? Calexis or Calidus? I think it's Calidus assassins, the one that can change their skin stuff. That's what you got to do. That'd be fun. Eric Winberg says, Nick, clip this now before it's gone. Prophet of Truth 88. How could she at 246 seconds? And then Renegade Churkin says, addendum, Pippa still wants to collab. Yeah, me too. I think we'll get that set up at some point. Again, it's a matter of having the third person involved, and we can't do anything until we get that third person to move on it. Annalie Elizabeth says, Nick, please comment on Barrisone lawyer. Is he stupid or just disinterested? I have no idea. I haven't been watching that case. I kind of wish I would have been, but I wasn't. Look at the last stream when they were discussing the charges from South Africa. I'll see if I can give it a look. But I've not had time to follow along with it. And with that, that is all of the chats on YouTube, Rumble, and Odyssey. Thank you guys for watching with me. Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I need to go take a nap and get ready for the 8:30-ish show tomorrow. So I will be setting up a show link and then heading to bed. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you have a good time tomorrow. And if you get a chance, stop by during the day for Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp. Have a good night. Peace.
he drinks a fair bit, but you realize that it just helps get his noggin jogging along. With his glass by his side and his kids asleep tight, we'll hear some lost-plaining tonight. With his microphone muted, we'll laugh at this boomer until he explains it's all part of the plan. Watch his face become redder as he becomes meta, raging at idiots from Twitterland. From the white shores of Maine to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed, make the law what we have now. Oh, his lady is fair, and she handles herself with the grace of one who has borne many children. As the wife of a lawman, she makes sure that he has the time and the place to provide for them there. So pour out an Ardbeg, a Balmore, a Lethbrook. The spirits flow as the ones who get unemployed. So pour out a glass for the tea post on Twitter as we hear lost blaming tonight. From the white shores of Nam to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed, to make the law what we have now. Oh, the guests are all plentiful, from Dundee to Drexel. They bring their perspective and spice to the mix. But the reason we're here and the one that we cheer is the one who is showcasing us his career. Get unemployed. So pour out a glass for the tea post on Twitter as we hear lost blaming tonight. From the white shores of Nam to the hills of Glenlivet,